We've made it, boys.
Oh, god damn, that looks refreshingly cold.
I'm alright with that. So, we have his evil base.
Look at its magnificence.
Before you rises a cathedral of diabolical genius.
Ooh.
Scary, but in the wrong hands, this Iceberg Lair could do much goodness in the world. Of course, only I have the key.
Okay.
Observe.
Something about the lip movement in that one scene always kind of threw me off a bit.
I don't think he knows what he's doing.
Follow me. I know another way.
Well, you always gotta have more than one way to enter a lair, so it suddenly disappears.
Draw distance.
Damn
Anyway.
you, widescreen.
So before we go there, look where you're supposed to think you're supposed to go to find these gems.
Well,
Oh.
hopefully all this hunting is worth it.
It's for the most part worth it, I think. Yeah, get some good content out of it. I'll show off at the end of this whole playthrough.
Mm-hmm.
And the music's nice.
And somebody really loves to do the dash jump.
It's fast.
It is.
Yeah,
Sort of.
I don't blame him
It's like
for that.
it's the same reason. It's like the same reason why I like long jumping as Mario or rolling as Banjo, if not Talon Trot.
Yeah, there's that. Fucking talent trot.
Although Talon Trot. It always felt like I always thought that was Kazooie, like actually sounding off how we were breaking his back.
Oh, my back.
I think I threw my. We'll get to that later.
Oh, we
Here's
already
another
did.
one. See, the thing oh, that's right. But see, this is the thing I didn't like about the gems is that in the game, it was along your path. Like, here I am back at the start of the base. We're going to go this way. But, like, there's the fact of this almost has the same issue that Sonic 06 does in some cases, where you have these really large areas, but then when you come down to what's actually interactable, they're really small, and they just, as you're seeing, wind up being puzzles with nitrous and TNT crates.
And that's pretty. And again, that's exactly the reason why you can't use Aku Aku to spam explosions like that. You have to make sure you do it without actually blowing yourself up.
Yeah.
Aye.
But yeah, just all in all, just oh boy, there we go. But yeah, just all in all, okay, let's actually go down the path. But yeah, all in all, I feel like they could have taken this entire area that we're in right now and just shrunk it down by a third, and it would have all felt a bit more.
So, in other words, make it a hallway game throughout the whole thing.
It's worked in the past.
Yeah.
Oh crap! Oh crap! Please. Okay. I was able to save it. Because yeah, these boxes do not respawn. So if I mess that up.
Yeah, it's all over.
Yep. So there we go. Onwards.
Onwards inside the icy cave.
Through the back entrance.
Yeah.
Unlike with Bowser.
Bowser,
though,
why do you
this
have a
one's
back
much-
door?
Why do
unfortunately,
people
unlike
love...
with Bowser? This one's.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of sick about people ragging on Bowser like that. Like, it's not that stupid. I mean, what if he gets locked out of his front door?
Yeah, that's what I was saying before. Every lair has to have a second entrance.
But unlike with Bowser, which is what I'm saying, unlike with Bowser, this one is like 5 times as long.
Well, yeah, there's that. And to be fair, the entrance to Bowser's Castle, or excuse me, the back door to Bowser's Castle really isn't that easy to get. So you can't really give him too much crap for that. Oh, look,
Yeah.
penguins!
On rockets! Get rid of them.
Rocket, dude!
Do some more bats.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, Ray.
Fuck Ray, that's Ruth the Bat here. Weird.
Yes.
Sorry, Ray, I didn't mean to say that. Well, it's a good
Like
thing you're
she
probably not going to
cares.
watch this. Yeah, I was about to say, it's not like she's going to watch this anyway. Anyway.
Nah. More of these platforming bleh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which leads me to
think
what I
this-
was just gonna say, that kind of leads me to what I was trying to say before we ended off in the third episode. That's kind of my overall kind of complaint when it comes to Twinsanity. It's like, a lot of the stuff that I do enjoy about the game, in the grand scheme of things, can pretty much just be stuff I look up on YouTube, mainly like the dialogue and the music and whatnot. When it comes to what is the most important thing about the game, the core gameplay, I think Twinsanity is kind of, and being fair, a lot of it is due to the fact that it was going through so much development crap to begin with, but I just think the end product is a little bit, I'm not sure if mediocre is being too harsh or whatever, but it just doesn't quite entice me that much.
It's alright, that's opinions and
to each
stuff.
their own. I actually think that I mean, yeah, there's still some crap here, but I'll definitely play through. I will definitely go back to this game any day of the week, even with its problems. It's kind of like a similar thing I feel with. I wish I had an example, but I can't think of one right now.
I think it was Spyro Heroes Tale.
Oh, Spyro Heroes Tale. That game's not too bad in its own rights, and it was released roughly around the same year.
Real quick, I didn't want to interrupt Hype because he sounded like he was in such a zone right there. What time in the video are you both at?
30, 31, 32, 5 minutes.
5:30.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me when you get to 5:45. Like just give me like a little countdown of like once you hit 5:45.
Okay.
Okay.
Just let me know.
3, 2, 1.
All right, I'm back with you guys.
That's good.
Sorry, I had a little brief buffer hiccup, but I'm there. Rocket Penguin die.
Oh.
He certainly rocked it.
That's right. There's a new Surf's Up being made.
I'm kind of surprised it took him. Well, not to say it really deserved a sequel, but I'm kind of surprised that it took him this long to make it.
Yeah. But then again, you know, we have apparently there's rumors that there's gonna be a 5th Indiana Jones too. And then if you want to talk about movies taking way too long to be made, there is a second Blade Runner being made and a.
Shh.
The check bounced. Are you sure? Well, the past few years have kind of been slow. Wrath of Cortex didn't do as well as we'd hoped, and... Fish?
Sorry if I was obnoxious with... Yeah. Sorry if I was...
Fine, this there.
Oh boy.
This is not doing good. Oh, a strike.
Nope.
Wait.
Well, that was quick.
And then they realize, oh crap, he has a gun.
Crap, he's actually the boss. Run!
Anyway,
And off they go.
sorry if I was a bit obnoxious with the shushing, but being fair, that's not completely out of character for what you guys do whenever I try to say something, but a cutscene you like shows up.
Sorry.
No, I know. I was going to stop when I saw the cutscene too. Anyway, get out there, get there, get this life. This is an interesting song I don't actually hear too often.
Yeah, you don't hear it too often.
Oh, get over there. Shoot him.
Shoot him down.
Thank you. Let's go.
Teamwork. Oh.
Find a slide under the heating red pipe. Yes, thank you, Cortex. I'm like a parent's like, yes, Cortex, yes, that's nice. This way now.
Yeah.
Oh, I see a gem. Hey, Cortex, get that. Thank you. Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, that's another thing you can do. Is there are gonna be times where I would have to do really bad platforming, or you just throw over Cortex and have him do it. Oh,
Yep.
thank you.
Thankfully, Cortex is capable of collecting gems as well.
That is true. Up, spin over there.
Oh, that one almost had
Hurry,
gem.
flip the switch, Cortex.
Hey,
Flip the switch, Cortex.
don't rush me.
This game was already rushed.
I
Actually,
didn't know he had a heart condition.
Actually, it's funny saying that, because I do remember, actually, Cortex does have a line in this game that actually does hint at the fact that this game was horribly rushed.
Yeah, and I love it. And that, you know what? In my opinion, that is what saves this game for me in terms of it being rushed. Is they at least acknowledge it.
Yeah,
It's not like they're trying to.
It's a meta sense of humor.
It's not like they're trying to escape the fact that they totally rushed in and sell us a AAA game, Epic Victory 2. But no, they full-heartedly go in and say, yes, this was a bit rushed. I just hope you like what is here at least.
Well, I don't mind it being aware, but... Oh, that's what I was talking about earlier, where Cortex will just walk in place even if you're on a moving platform.
Yeah, that's happened to me a few times.
I was about to say,
I
I will agree, I do appreciate the fact that it's at least aware that it feels rushed, but at the same token, does it really fully excuse it to be rushed? It being rushed?
No.
No, it doesn't. But then at that point, it falls upon whose fault was it that it got rushed? Was it on the developers for wasting their time, or was it on the publishers that are trying to push the game for a quicker launch than they had originally planned?
I'm willing to bet it was the publishers. Because let's be fair here, Universal really has not made that many great decisions within this time frame.
Keep going, Cortex. Hit them switches.
And yet people still prefer them doing this stuff over Activision.
Activision's worse.
I know, I'm just trying to make a...
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Whoops.
Yeah.
let's go inside. We're almost at his base. We just have to go around this whole freaking mountain. One thing that always annoyed me is when I accidentally spin, attack a box, and I end up shooting all the Wumpa fruit away. Hey, what's up in that ice cube?
What do you know?
Hey, I remember him. Just
Oh, my face. And Crash is
Don't
just
worry,
like...
I broke the fall with my face.
I was about to say, Crash was
well,
like...
that just happened.
Free again!
Hey, Uka Uka.
Mighty Uka Uka!
I don't know the name of the actor offhand, but I think this guy kind of forces too much.
Yeah, he does. Goes
I
without
love this
saying.
line.
Cortex,
Well, I mean, in a sense, I think that's part of the joke. Uka Uka is kind of a kiss, please.
Pack your up, Buttercup.
No kill. Like I was gonna say, I think part of that's the joke. Like Uka, in this game, at least, it is the joke of saying Uka Uka tries way too hard to be the big villain type. Like he's like the archetype of a villain.
I guess if you're gonna go in that sense, fair enough. I will say though, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of eyebrow raises for this. My favorite Uka Uka actor is actually John DiMaggio.
Oh.
Yep. For those that don't
From
know,
the-
he's the guy that
from the-
voices him in Titans and Mind Over Mutant.
He's not bad. If they had to replace Clancy Brown with anyone, then I actually do think that wasn't a bad pick. But
It's just the art style.
yeah, the
always gets to
design
me still.
design really did not need to be.
That's
Like,
fair enough.
am I looking at Uka Uka or really rotten Wumpa fruit turned into a mask?
And Aku Aku actually just, I don't know what the heck.
At least he
Also, this
looked
music's
like
awesome.
Aku Aku, even though he looked more like a gorilla than a mask.
I
Yeah.
actually didn't mind that design. I will say, maybe not so much with Uka Uka, but I actually got used to Aku Aku's design fairly
Goodbye,
quickly.
Kuka. Yeah, and that boss is over
Actually,
as quick as it came.
which do you prefer, this game or Titans?
This game.
shall return. Uka Uka!
Wait.
Wait!
An evil greater than even yours threatens to destroy this world.
No! That's my job!
Divided, we are but two magical masks. Join me, and together we shall defeat this evil infestation.
I like a challenge. I accept. This should be
Alright.
fun!
The Aku Uka brothers, together again.
To think it took them so
Yay.
long to actually say that.
Yep.
God bless
They're
you, dude.
finally back.
But anyway,
Yay, they're
going
finally
to
working
what you were
together, not
saying.
kill each other.
I was about to say, going to what you were saying earlier about Twinsanity and Titans. For me, I kind of like. For me, it's kind of an instance of I like elements of both over each other. Like, I appreciate that Titans definitely feels like a much more completed game, and I actually don't mind a lot of the choices that they do. But I do appreciate how Twinsanity definitely, despite the fact that I don't like the way it finished out, I do appreciate that it definitely does feel like a natural, at least intended to be like a natural
It feels like a
progression
Crash
from-
game.
Yeah. But like I said, even with that being said, I personally didn't mind the stuff they tried to do with Titans.
Okay.
I have my own personal issues with Titans, but we'll get to that whenever I record it.
Oh yeah, are you gonna record this to look at or for commentary?
Look
that
at.
game?
I don't have the patience to go play through it again.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Be careful with these shaky-looking platforms.
Gee, I wonder what that means. By the way, that's some pretty nice imagery right there.
Oh yeah, but be careful. It's not all free roam. If I fall too far, I'll just automatically die.
Actually, want to know
Yeah.
something a little weird? I almost forgot. Like the guy who did the concept art and everything for this game would later go on to do the same concept art for a Super Monkey Ball game.
Huh. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Cutscene.
Come, we must make preparations for.
What?
It's probably for you.
Yeah, probably.
Hello.
Trick or treat, trick or
Boy,
treat.
yeesh.
Oh crap, that didn't work.
Made fools of them. That's kind of bad.
You thought these two party toys could defeat us? We are masters of the infinite dimensions, with power over reality itself. And
Crap.
riches beyond imagination.
Riches?
Riches? What's wrong with you? Always bringing up the riches. You don't remember us, do you, Doctor?
Should I?
You ruined our lives. Allow us to return the favor.
By taking out your brain again.
Yep, now
you'll
we have
have
a
to be a
fight
bit
scene where
more-
the fight.
You'll have to be a bit more specific, my good sir. You see, I tend to ruin a lot of lives.
Exactly. Also, speeding this up because there's a scene we just have to fight these ant thingies that spawn in waves.
If
and
you
it's
could say
annoying.
it's pure ant agony.
All right, it's done though.
Oh wait.
There you go. Nice.
This is why nobody likes you. A curse on you, Crash Bandicoot. A curse on you.
Wait, people like me?
Really, you have dimensional powers, and all you can do is verbally. Okay.
Nice cover up.
I'm saying really, you have dimensional powers, and all you can.
Oh.
What have you done?
What happened to his eyes?
Ah, these evil upstarts! I've
I don't
ruined the
know.
lives of so many. I can't be expected to remember them all.
Also, I wasn't totally off with that.
Such a tiny brain.
If we deliver him to the evil twins, perhaps they will spare us.
Uncle, Jesus Christ, man.
I'm willing to take. Crash, I've been like a father
I mean, you know what? He's not wrong. It's kind of like a decision between delivering the Joker to his ultimate doom or just letting him live and kill others another day.
Yay! He's doing this that he can live. He's totally doing this to save his own skin, but whatever.
Yeah.
Psychotron.
Like Cortex, like Crash really cares.
So let's go to Psychotron then.
Sounds like a possible sequel to Psycho. Oh wait.
Oh, you
I'm
missed
still
the
a bit
checkpoint box.
iffy about that. I don't need it right now. We're going to a cutscene anyway. I'll trust me. After this cutscene's over, I will spawn there.
Right.
Alrighty.
Anyway,
My bad.
to the Psychotron.
This is the Psychotron. Gateway to the infinite dimensions. Beyond our universe, somewhere between the 9th and 11th dimensions, lies the
Yes.
mysterious 10th dimension. And there we must go in order to confront the evil twins, steal the riches, and restore the natural order of things.
It's a good thing I simply had one of these on standby.
Require 6 power crystals in order to make
6
the
power
leap, and we
crystals.
have
Okay.
4.
Oh.
Where'd we get the other 3?
Maybe.
That isn't enough!
You mean two? Not
All
sure.
is lost. Unless...
You have a plan?
Come along!
Okay.
Follow me, you
Yeah, yeah.
magnificent
I'm trying to-
buffoon!
I'm trying to think. We got one from. Okay, we got one for underground. We got one from the farmer. A third one on top of that totem pole.
Yeah, that's true.
Where's the fourth one though?
Oh, I forgot what the fuck.
It was probably I think it was somewhere in this stage.
Could be, yeah.
Because we were controlling both Crash and Cortex together for a good chunk, so...
That is true. Well. Again, this game plays it very loosely, the power crystals, of what you actually use them for.
Yeah, you know what, though? That's really not saying a lot, considering how insignificant they were in the original trilogy.
They were
I
in
mean,
the
at least
trilogy.
they had like a counter. I'm saying like they had a counter, and there was like some.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like... It's given the fact that you're never, ever gonna miss them at all. It's like, why were they even there in the first place?
Yeah, it could just been like, oh, they're equivalent of like, I know they're pretty much the equivalent of just like being a normal level.
Exactly.
Side scroller.
It's just an extra bit of padding. I mean, not the kind that kills a game franchise. No, absolutely not. But
it would make sense if it was something where like, oh, you only need so many, so you could pick and choose the levels. But no, you need every single one.
It's completely arbitrary. But anyway, in the next part, we'll be going to one of one of the more glitchier sections, but also one of the more funnier instances of Crash and Cortex's teamwork.
Oh, definitely. So take care and see you on the next part.
See yous.